Hey guys, it's been a really long time since I sat down and actually spoke to the camera. I stopped posting a lot, but I still do post on like TikTok, Instagram. That's pretty much it. But there's a lot to catch you guys up on, and honestly, like, I went to sleep last night thinking I'm going to film this video. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I got some new lights. I have my camera, I have my little mirror here, so I have a pretty good setup going on, which just means that the video is being set up properly. So yeah, I kind of did go ahead and cheat and put a little bit of like this tinted moisturizer little concoction that I've been making. I think I will have to go in with a little bit more coverage, and I apologize if I'm looking over here. I just have my mirror set up this way, so I have my coffee on deck. I should probably put that down on a flat surface. That works. Let's get into it. So fun fact, first fun fact. Actually not so much of a fun fact because I actually vlogged the experience last. This makes me look a little bit interesting. One of the only downsides to having extensions is just you're kind of limited to what you can and can't do. So for example, like this right now is honestly taking some effort when a lot of girls just like put it in. So the last time I uploaded a video on my YouTube channel was around 4 months ago, and at that time I think I posted it in January, and that video was from Thanksgiving. So the last time I actually picked up my camera and spoke to it was around Thanksgiving break, around there. And honestly, my life has done a really big, I wouldn't say 180, because 180 would be like to assume that you went from bad to good or good to bad. It's just gone through a lot of changes, if that makes sense. And some of them, I think, actually all of them have probably been for the better, which in the last 4 months I've kind of had to just think about things. Actually 5 months, 7 months. It's been 7 months. Over the last 7 months I've had to kind of like really realign and see things from a different perspective, as in things that I thought were terrible or like my life was just falling apart actually ended up working out for me in my favor. And actually one of those things was that I left my job, and at the time it felt like such a difficult decision. I knew that I had outgrown what I was doing, my situation, and I just wanted change. There were so many reasons that I stayed, and when I left, my life just completely changed. Anything from like personal stuff to like my workout habits, my eating habits, my friendships, my passion for what I was doing at the time just shifted, and some of it like went toward a better direction, and like other parts of it went a little bit sour. So you might be asking, Jackie, what did you do? Like, you quit your job, did you get a new job? See, most people would, right? Or they would quit their jobs and they have another job aligned or whatever the case may be. But before I left my job, I looked for jobs everywhere. I applied to probably like 20-30 jobs, and I was just applying to apply. I didn't really like see any positions that I was obsessed with or really excited for. So what did I do? I started my own business and I became my own boss, and that itself was and still is a really big challenge, because something that they don't tell you about starting your own business is that you really do have to have so much discipline in all aspects of life. Like, you have to make sure that your work is up to par. You have to make sure that you're waking up on time and that you're getting things done, and on your free time you're spending it wisely and using it to be productive and growing your business, right? 4 months into it, I can tell you it's been the best decision I've ever made, and I already see so much growth within myself as a person, as a business owner, as, I don't know, just like a better person, I guess. Maybe that's a little bit narcissistic for me to say, but it is what it is, and I'm speaking from the heart. So what I decided to, I guess, like start a business on was what I was doing at my old job, which was social media marketing. And now I do social media, not social media marketing. It's more like social media management. That's the better word. I'm creating content. I'm planning campaign shoots. I am posting, scheduling videos, reels, TikToks, all that good stuff. I've been doing social media stuff, related stuff at least, for about 3-4 years. I love coming up with new ideas for clients' reels and TikToks and posts. I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer just because I didn't really sleep well last night, so gotta cover up the under eyes. The only downside to putting more makeup on your face during the summer is that you're putting more makeup on your face in the summer. And I live in Texas, which I feel like I say in every single video, but it is hot down here. Anyways, I don't want to bore you guys anymore with my business talk because it's not that deep, but it never is, right? So what else have I been doing this year? Funny you ask. I went to Vegas twice, and I feel like that's such a random and like out of place thing for me to say, because the last time I went to Vegas before these 2 times, I was 12 and I was also attending for a dance competition. So the odds of me going to Vegas twice in 1 year was honestly not on my 2023 bingo card, but it happened and it was so much fun. So the first time that I went to Vegas was in March, and it was for my birthday. And the second time I went to Vegas was for my grandma's birthday. She turned 80, or actually we went to celebrate her 80th birthday. Why did I say it like that? Her 80th birthday. And we went in April. Her birthday's in May, but that's okay, Grandma. We can celebrate whenever you want, girl. Honestly, both trips were really fun, very different. My first trip to Vegas was my birthday trip, so I went with my friends. My boyfriend went, so it was a lot of fun. Like, we were there from Thursday and we left, I think it was Monday morning. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days in Vegas, and let me tell you, that is enough. And I decided to go to Vegas because it is my golden year. I turned 23 on the 23rd, so I was like, you know what, I kind of want to like just make it a big deal, make it about myself. Why not? We're all of age. We've never really like taken a trip like this, I don't think. We went to Disneyland last year, but that was different. That was a graduation trip. Vegas is so interesting, and I feel like I do want to make a separate video, kind of like this sit down story time vibe style format, whatever you want to call it. I just feel like there was so much that happened, and I didn't vlog or anything, but I did take clips with my camera, and I have photos and I have stories, and I just want to like share that with people. If my turnaround time for this video from the time that I'm filming to the time that I post it is decent, I will upload a Vegas story time within the next month. I don't know. So you guys might have picked up on the fact that I said my boyfriend went to Vegas with me. Unless you are not one of my close friends or immediate family, you may not know that I have a boyfriend. I've been dating my boyfriend for, we're about to hit 3 months, but we've been seeing each other for 4. The thing that I told myself at the beginning of this relationship was that I've never been much of an oversharer on the internet. Maybe it may seem like it to some people because of the amount that I actually post. In like reality, in the grand scheme of things, I really don't post much about my life. When I got into a relationship, of course, I wanted to like shout it from the rooftops and tell everyone that I was in love and that my boyfriend's literally the best thing to happen to me. But I did refrain because, I don't know, like I just want to keep parts of my life a little bit more private than the others, and this is one of them. It's like that Taylor Swift lyric, and I do think about it quite often, when she said, "Privacy sign on the door and on my page and on the whole world. Romance is not dead if you keep it just yours." She was onto something. I am just following in Mother's steps and keeping my relationship as private as possible. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. We've been doing a lot together. I feel like in the last 3 months, 4 months that we've seen each other, he's made me step out of my comfort zone, which is something that I'm not used to one bit. Let me tell you, stepping out of your comfort zone every now and then is honestly a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend. I don't know if he's gonna watch this because I've never really, no, I have brought up that I have a YouTube channel, but if you're watching this, I'm like thinking maybe he could send me a fish, like the fish emoji, but like the one with the fishing emoji, which is the rod and the fish. Oh, I don't know if you guys want to see the products that I use or that I've been using, so I'm just gonna do a really quick haul. So for my foundation, I used the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and like I said, I mixed it with my Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer just for like a really moisturized base without having to look like really oily. And then I recently switched over from the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to the Too Faced Concealer. Bronzing, I did tell you I use Rare Beauty, and then I also just go over it with a Physicians Formula powder bronzer. For lips, which I totally forgot to do, I like to put my Laneige lip mask while I do my makeup, so it's just like moisturized for whatever lip product I use. And recently I have so many blushes. I have Anastasia, I have Ofra, I have Morphe, I have all of these name brand blushes. Because I opened this one, I feel like I need to at least get this one down to a good amount before I open the other ones, or else I'm just wasting product. I feel that was everything I've been using. My brows, ooh, actually I'll do my brows off camera and then I'll come back. Now I'm just gonna finish it up and do my eyes, which is my everyday eye makeup. I have been not wanting to do eyeliner, but since I have some work things today, I will be doing eyeliner. Something I've noticed while doing my makeup or just getting ready on camera is I don't know how people on TikTok do it. It is just too little time, and I think I just talk way too much when I tell stories in general. I need to give you the time, date, place, location, the backstory, the people's history that are participating in this story. I need to tell you what their mom does, what their dad does, what grade point average they got in school. Like, I need to tell you every single detail possible, and I just can't do that in a 3-minute TikTok video. High key though, this eyeliner looks like some ass. And you know, like, I just said that I didn't want to like share too many things about anything, that I keep my life pretty private. But I will say, and this might be good advice for anybody who might resonate with what I'm going through right now, but there are 2 big things that I've learned in the last year, and it took me a while to come around to them and just accept them for what they are. But my biggest realization in the last year is that if you put up boundaries and you express yourself and your feelings, and people around you do not respect that, it's okay to lose those people, and it really hurts. But after you get over, you know, missing them, or just like all of the initial feelings you feel when you start losing touch with someone, when those feelings go away, you see things a lot more clearly and vividly for what they are. As somebody who is just like experiencing a lot of, I wouldn't say post college or post grad depression, but just like a lot of like figuring out like, what am I supposed to do with my life? One thing that's definitely going to help you is setting up boundaries and weeding out people who are not going to respect those boundaries. And it sounds kind of like mean to say, but if they just don't respect you and they don't have any empathy for your feelings, for what you tell them, it's not even worth it. Like, why are you going to be begging people to listen to you? Why do you have to beg people to respect you when there are so many people out there that will respect you regardless? And that can be like in a workplace situation, in friendships, in a relationship, like family members too. If you simply do not feel comfortable with what people are doing or saying to you, or they're just not respecting you, like I said a million times, because it did happen in so many aspects of my life, I had to slowly fade away from friendships and work relationships and family members and this and that, yada yada yada, over the past 4 months, 5 months, because they just didn't respect me. And it got really tiring having to try to prove myself. At a point it was just like, I feel so embarrassed that I have to beg for you to respect me. Sorry, didn't mean to get deep there, but that's one of my biggest things that I've definitely learned, and hasn't been easy at all, that's for sure. There's been a lot of tears shed, a lot of annoying people with the same situation and problems. And another thing that I want to bring up is that it's okay to feel everything that you're feeling at the time, because you're just processing your emotions. And honestly, it's a lot better to cry about it, scream about it, write about it, journal about it, do whatever you want to do about it, than to keep it inside, because that's really not going to do you any good in the grand scheme of things, which I had to learn a little bit of the hard way. Let me tell you one thing. Once those people start slowly exiting your life, new people will come into your life, or people that have already been in your life will, what's the word? The people who have always been there, or new people will suddenly appear, which I do believe is God putting these people in your life when you need them, because these people are going to help you push forward and grow and achieve your dreams and your goals and overall make you a better person. Okay, honestly, I'm doing my mascara and I never have the fan on, but today was a little bit toasty in here after my shower, so I decided to put it on. And I'm noticing that my mascaras are drying out, so I have to be quick. The mascaras that I use are the Milk Makeup Rise Mascara, and then for my birthday, Sephora gave me this Ilia mini travel size sample mascara tube, whatever you want to call it. This one has a different applicator, different wand, which is like, it just helps separate my eyelashes a little bit more than the other one, and also poke my eye. Now I'm good. So now that we trauma dumped on one eye, the other eye is just gonna be one more piece of life advice that I've really taken to heart over the last couple of months. But one thing that has been very interesting since I became, you know, my own boss is realizing and understanding my worth. Right now, there are so many people doing somewhat of the same thing that I do, maybe different variations of it, but it's so hard to compete with people with better prices, with better equipment. You know, there's always just going to be someone better. The best piece of advice that I have for people who, actually it could be for anybody that's in school, at a job where, you know, you're constantly working with others, you're being a team lead, whatever the case may be, or if you're like me and you have your own business, the biggest advice I can offer you is that you have to understand that your services and your talent is needed. So give yourself credit and know your worth, right? But also know that you are replaceable. And I don't say that to be like, okay. It's helped me just kind of understand that I need to work harder. I need to put in more effort. I need to be more disciplined. I need to just take it to the next level for myself and also for my clients. And there's like mascara on my nose. How are you gonna take advice from a girl who has mascara on her nose? I don't know. So the bottom line is that know your worth. Give yourself a lot more credit than you do. Easier said than done, trust me. I know there is always just gonna be someone out there that's better, and so I don't say that to put you down or put myself down. I tell myself this on a daily basis as a form of motivation to just try harder, work harder, be better. There's also a lot of comfort in knowing that there's always going to be someone better out there, because you're just never going to stop learning. You're never going to stop evolving. You're always going to continue chasing what that next person on your tier list is accomplishing. And once you accomplish that, you move over to the next person who's doing more and more and more and more, until you eventually reach like a part in your life where you're just satisfied with who you are, where you're at. And I'm not anywhere near that point in my life, but I will say that knowing that I have so much room to grow and things to learn, and in life too, this is not just in business. You know, there was a period of time where this last month where I just kind of went through a little slump, but I feel better, and this is now the mentality that I have again, which I had lost, and I just stayed stagnant for a whole month. And now that I have this mentality back, I'm seeing people who are doing things and I'm like, I want to reach that level. And eventually, once I hit that level, I know that there's going to be other people who I see and I admire and I respect for their work, that I'm going to strive to achieve to be just like them. There's just a lot of really cool things to look forward to, especially now. Life after college has been up and down, up and down, up and down. I think the highs have been really, really fun, and the lows have been the worst, but it makes you appreciate the highs, and it makes you want to work harder, reach an even higher peak than what you were originally at, you know? Now I'm just gonna remove these bad boys. I tried giving myself a blowout earlier, which it did work. I just kind of messed it up with the clips, so I'm gonna touch it up right now before I get ready and head out of the house for some work stuff. That's been my get ready with me. It's been long overdue, and I don't know, it feels good to be talking to a camera again, which to some people might be a sign of insanity, but to me it's a sign that things are back on track and that my creative juices are flowing again. I'm motivated to create content. I think tomorrow is June 1st. In 2 days, it's June 1st. We have the whole summer of fun activities planned. I just feel like what I've been doing the past 4 months is so worthy of being filmed. I'm a little bit awkward with cameras and talking and in front of people, but I do love Emma Chamberlain's vlogs, so I kind of want to start incorporating more vlogs in that style and maybe more sit down videos in this style. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully with a Vegas story time.